RGS is gang stalking with, again, the sex offender Tracy Banks. This is a cloudy day, and the engineered light that you already know fills her apartment, that's called crossing path with a communication device. This is Tracy Banks inside of the apartment, gang stalking with those that are at Woodside, and everybody in the buildings are monitoring what the demon that paces in the path while RGS is creating noise, and that's why they're going to prison and mental asylums. What they're also doing is molesting while engineered light, because that's not sunlight, and it's also that which is coming in behind the door. It's the same method of light activity, which is serving to molest my person while a psychopath, whose name you know, is gang stalking you. Going to unit number 44, they're going to prison, okay? Coming to the venue, coming in the parking lot, stalking with light activity. This is the same P.O.C. they're pacing, okay? They're in what is engineered light that's nothing other than gray colored. And Tracy Banks is gang stalking with a bunch of people that I don't know, and you don't need to know in order to prosecute them. The entity that's gang stalking with those who are immigrants that have been granted the privilege to be here are going to be deported, and they're part of a sex offense and psychopaths that don't have to know you personally. Gang stalking in the specific environment where the fake sun is here from 7 in the morning until 6 in the evening. The entity is doing so with regard to knowledge as I'm documenting the witch, Tracy Banks, who walks in and I'm molested with gray colored engineered light. As I open the door, this demon is crossing path, gang stalking with RGS that's remaining, moving the vehicle's light activity in the path. This is P.O.C. All right, and this demon is pacing in and out of the apartment, monitoring, and also monitoring with regard to the psychological warfare. This is a psychopath, a witch, that's engaging in that. And this is impossible light, just to be sure, so you see what you're looking at. A cloudy day outside doesn't create the same light activity that's present when the fake sun is shining. This is what is molesting me while the witch opens the door, okay? And that's not a witch as a name calling, that's a witch because this is somebody that's using witchcraft and is engaging in what is also sexually perverted, a means of an obsessed stalker touching you with light while they're monitoring with a community that is gang stalking together, i.e. Unit 44. Okay, crossing path on the property, moving the vehicle, stalking the path, which is what RGS is doing, and going to a unit around you. They're doing the same thing when they're making deliveries in the engineer light. They're doing the same thing when they're flying in helicopters in the engineer light. They're doing the same thing when they're stalking the path with their hazard lights on in the parking lot, while the fake sun is reflecting off of their vehicle windows and windshields in the engineer light. This is P.O.C. And that is RGS that's also engaged in gang stalking and facilitation, which is what is AVANATH Capital Management. Okay, this is speaking to the mental illness of the defendant Tracy Banks, who lives here, who's gang stalking with a whole community, which is psychotic. And it's also the same entity that is engaged in that incestuous sex offense, monitoring in a bathroom. That's the reality of what this demon is doing. An engineer light illuminates her bedroom while you're looking at what is a cloudy day and a covered bedroom. You've seen the same thing when the fake sun is shining and engineer light is on her ceiling where a demon is gang stalking. That's what she's doing on what is a cloudy day. Crossing path as I turn on, that's a psychopath. All right, it is currently, again, 11:16. That's called light activity. And this is what is an engineered light. Okay, that's a sex offender that wants to touch you with engineered light. That's monitoring, and that's an incestuous sex offense by one that is blood related to you. This is P.O.C. This is indeed the entity that is gang stalking, and there is no sunlight that's going to come in underneath the patio structure and fill the bedroom like you've seen. When it's orange colored, this is still gray colored engineered light that's appearing on the ceiling. This is engineered light that's appearing on the floor right here as I'm moving my arm around. This is engineered light that's behind her mirror on the wall. This is a gang stalker who's doing so with the entity that's gang stalking the government that's permitting that as well. Okay, this is an unlawful threat to your life, and that is, again, the material that's diagnosing actual mental illness by those that use criminal defamation in order to kidnap you. And their mental illness is the body of evidence while they're gang stalking. That's a psychopath that you're looking at gang stalking in real time, and you're looking at what is demonic, a demon-possessed person gang stalking in the specific environment. All right, this is P.O.C. It's currently 11:17 a.m. And this is mental illness born of what is psychopathic personality disorders and multiple disorders, multiple personalities, right? More than one personality, and doing so nude on purpose. A sex offender gang stalking and monitoring you in their apartment and wants to walk around naked. That's a sex offender. That's a sex offender's conduct. Okay, this is a psychopath. That's a demon walking around naked while she's being documented. That's a psychopath. All right, this is P.O.C. It's currently 11:17 a.m. By the way, she wants you to see her naked while she's engaging in sexual violence. That's speaking to the incestuous sex offender that's also obsessed with my genitalia. Pacing around an engineer light, butt naked, showing how much she is in need of a mental asylum. This is P.O.C.